pretty much all set to go. So now I guess we gotta go all the way back. This is what I have to do. Like, I just want to make sure that you guys understand the time that gets consumed every time I do something like this. So I gotta do a bit of quick maths here to get 1,000. Still too steep. I don't know why I build these so high. 52 shards. I know, I went slug hunting as well, you know. I went around the ends, let them know, and I made it. Nearly died from that full damage.
Finally, time to bring it back.
Let's get it back together, guys. With this moving man. Let's see. Hello, everyone, and welcome back again to some more Satisfactory. We are back here, as you can see, overlooking the machines and the man. And as you look on the top right-hand corner of the screen, bro, look at that, bro. It has taken me hours on end of me just sitting here watching as things happen to get to that number, bro. We're nearly there, bro. We're nearly there, bro. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of waiting, a lot of wandering, but that's not to say that nothing else has happened during this time. As you can see, we are very close to completing the first objective for phase 5. That leaves us with a few more to go, but this is only the beginning, bro. The nuclear pasta, that was the easy bit. We already had that, you know. We didn't have to do anything. It was already set up and ready to go. I have taken the liberty of getting more copper from outside areas to try and speed up the process, and it looks like it's worked pretty well. But now we move on to the hard things. So we've got to get the other 3 objectives. Now, before we do that, there are some other things I've done, because me just watching things work, as mesmerizing as it is to see machines work, it is pretty cool to just sit back and watch as a theater of my progress lies before me. Yet there have been some things I thought that I could use just to speed up the process. If you see this bright purple things, I think y'all know what these are if you've seen my previous videos. If you haven't, then well, here you go. We now have some SAM. How much SAM? We've got a lot of SAM. A lot of SAM. And the SAM is being used to make the animated SAM, reanimated SAM, and we are going to be making the trioxolite, the fisticite, what do you call it? Fixite ingots, bro, which requires the SAM and an ingot of our choice. Now, I think I've chosen probably the best ingot for this, and that is the Caterium. And we just need to make a bunch of these, because we need these. We need these for the next parts. Now, we do need a converter. Now, how do we make one of those? We need some of that. SAM fluctuator, which I think I might have some just already here when we found SAM for the first time, and I was kind of just experimenting with it, just trying to craft what I can. I think we might have some. If not, I think we can use the reanimated SAM to make it, because I think it is just animated SAM. Do we have anything in here? We got 60. How do I make it? Fluctuated SAM, copper wire, and steel pipes. Okay. You know, maybe we could just do this by hand. This might be easier to do it by hand this way. So we need more cooling systems as well, because I want to make a bunch. I've got it set up to make 2 sets, so I'm going to need 2 converters here, because I've got 2 setups here. I've been a little bit preemptive with this, because I know even this is going to take a long time, but we've got Caterium and we've got SAM. But you know what, bro? Give me more SAM and cooling systems. I think I only have 1 of those. Alright, we just need to go and make some SAM fluctuators, but luckily I think I can just do this on my own. SAM fluctuators, 100. So this isn't actually enough, because we need 200. Well, I guess we got to sit here and wait. Alright, so I now have enough to make 2 converters. Now, I know you're probably thinking, it's probably like, why did I just fast forward that moment? Well, I thought about just completely editing it out, but at the same time, it's kind of like, this is what I have to do. Like, I just want to make sure that you guys understand the time that gets consumed every time I do something like this. And, you know, it's just kind of fun to see, like, this is what I do. Like, it's not hard, but it is definitely fast. I guess it's going down here, I guess. Alright, we now have these converters, which is pretty cool, bro. We're using alien technology now. This is definitely a step up. I guess what we now need to do is we now need to literally just... Alright, so what we do is we just send one in there, then the other in there. Do the exact same thing on the other side. That should work in there. Right, now, we want the fixite ingot using criteria. Fixite ingot using criteria. Okay. And this should give us fixite ingots. Oh, it makes the ingots quite quickly. But we now have them. We're going to need to get more pipes. Alright, so now that we've got them just working with the fixite ingots, now we need to know what we actually use them for. Give me the fixite ingots used in. So I need to make the triangulons, which must be fused along with the assembly director to then make the biochemical sculptor, which is what we need for the second objective, constructor. I mean, to be fair, we could just either, I could probably crafting bench that, or I'll just leave it as a constructor, but they are now just going to be working now. So now that's that part done with, and you need to understand that I think we need to unlock more of the other options once we have other things, I think. So I think the second part isn't too much either. I'm kind of curious, how many, after all this time has passed, how many of these assemblies do I have? I've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, and they are slowly coming, but it's taken a long time for these freaking adaptive control units to make their way from the desert, because it's just, I don't know what it is, but for some reason everything is just really slow over there. I'm not entirely too sure why. They should hopefully have everything. I think it's the modular frames, I think it's like killing it, like just not making enough. I'm thinking maybe we might have to go over there and change it, but if I just type in bio, how many do we need? So 1 makes 4. So I gotta do a bit of quick maths here to get 1,000. 1,000 divided by 4. You know what? Whoa. Can we just little pause here, a little moment. Can we take a moment to just understand the fact that for some reason I needed a calculator to work out that 1,000 divided by 4 is 250. Like, I needed a calculator for that? Really? Damn, bro, man. It's very rare that I do these freaking, like, you know, editor's mark, you know, but I'm just sat there like, hang on a minute, why did I need to use a calculator again? But apparently, in the moment, I did. But you know what? I've accepted that was incredibly stupid. This is a really easy equation, and yeah, we'll just move on. All right, so we need 250, I think, if the maths is correct with that. 100, 200, 250. Okay, we've got plenty of them. So it's now a matter of, what do I need? What else do I need? I need water. That's what it said, isn't it? Water. And it needs to be made in a blender. So we need 1,000 of them. We need 80 trigons. Might need more converters, bruh. This is gonna take a while. Right, is there actually any water? Hang on, because we could probably just have these bioreactors being made now, bruh. Even though it will take a lot of time. I'm trying to think. There's no water around here. There's no real way to bring water over either. You only have like 1 water deposit, and it's already being used for everything else that takes water around here. There is a water over there. Thing is, do we want to build another conveyor belt that takes the directors, the trigons? We might have to. Alright, so just quickly, oh hang on, and fixite trigons. How many? So it only takes one ingot to make 3 trigons. That's pretty cool. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a standard 3 split. Still too steep. I don't know why I build these so high. Into there, and then split them there. We could get this one pretty done quite quickly, actually, to be fair. Again, it takes a lot of the same stuff that we've done prior, but I know there might be other ways and new ways to do this, but this is a way that I know of, and it's a way that works. So we want some trigons, bro. Now we need a lot of these as well. Could maybe overflow these to get these done pretty quickly. Because it looks like, yeah, I need more. I need these converters to work a little bit faster, to be fair. Considering that to make the trigon, it only takes 1 ingot, bro. They're going to be waiting for that 1 ingot, and then it's got to be split between 3, yeah. Okay, I think maybe we'll do that now, because I don't think power is an issue for us ever since we got that nuclear reactor up and running. And I think it seems to be running all right. And I think the rods are slightly stacking in the reactors. So we might be able to add a third reactor in there and just have 3 between 2. And it should survive. 52 shards. I know, I went slug hunting as well, you know. I went round the ends, let them know, and I made it. Right, converter. Try and speed up the process a little bit more. We need more of these ingots, cuz. There we go, they're working a bit faster now, so hopefully that will just build up over time, hopefully. Maybe I only need 1. I thought maybe I would have a load, but it looks like I'm probably just... Whether or not I need 3, it doesn't even take that long to make them, to be fair, either. First one's 57. I mean, they are getting there. Right. So now we gotta take them into storage. I need more steel pipes. Alright, so now what we need to do is we now need to bring these lot into here. And then essentially what we need to do is we need to take these trigons all the way over to that water place. Alright, so now we've got fixite things here. What we now need is to bring some power over here. Because the next thing we need is... I'm missing wires. Not anymore if I use these ones. So, the first thing I need is that thing to get out of the way. Because they're in the way, bro. Move. You're in the way. I need the water, bro. Move. Move. You stuck. Really? Come on. Move out of the way. There we go. Finally made out of the water. Right. Now we need some water fluids. Some water. That just needs... I guess I could probably whack it in. Fluid buffer for now. Alright. That should just get water to come in here eventually. There we go. Okay, so the water is filling up. So now we have water. We have the trigons. Now we need to bring over the director assemblies. And then what we need to do is we now need to figure out if we have the facilities to make a blender. Which we do. Just. We have these things that we need to now bring all the way over. Look at us go. We'll just build it here. Right. So now we have everything we need in place. Now we whack ourselves a blender in here. Yeah, we'll do. Unfortunately, I only have enough to build 1. But what we now need to make is we need to make biochemical sculptor. Take the water and we want to grab these ingots, place them in there, and grab these, and then place the director assembly. Unfortunately, it's not long enough. There we go. That then should start to construct it. Now, obviously, this is going to take forever. Do I just, you know what? I may as well whack these in here. Overclock it a little bit. And this is obviously going to take a long time to do, but we will eventually, once time has passed, we will eventually get our outcome. And then what we need to do is we need to take our outcome, bring it all the way back to the massive thing in the sky and whack it in here. And then once one has been made, it should hopefully make its way all the way into here, and we will eventually have the countdown for the next objective to take place. It's going to come. Is it coming? I'm waiting for it, bro. This is it, bro. This is the moment. This is good execution. I knew I got a head start on with it, with starting up the SAM and the Catarium. It'll eventually work. We'll eventually get there. I think I also get quite a bunch. I think I get 4 out of 1 as well. Surely it should all work, right? Oh, there it is. I see them. Yeah, bro, we get 4. Yes, bro, look at that, man. We got 4. It's happening. It's working. We now have the second objective beginning to come. Just as the first one almost ends, bro. We need 6 more of them cubes, and then that's that done. Guess what I should do is check our power. Power still at 100%. We're all still solid. All good to go, which is amazing. Right, now comes the next thing, which I think we actually need to upgrade. Quantum encoding. Yeah, AI expansion. This is where it's going to get a bit more complicated now, because now we've got to like dark matter and photonic matter, all the matters, neutral quantum processor. Oh my god, we get some teleportations, portals, singularities. Alright, but one step at a time, bro, because the next thing we need to make is this, bro, the time crystals, which require diamonds, which requires coal in a particle accelerator. We need to find particle. How do we make a particle accelerator? I need more motors, more Caterium, more fused modular frames, because I think we're going to need a bunch of these, I think. I mean, how many does one make for diamonds? Time crystal, 2 diamonds, 20 coal for 1. Or I could use oil. I think oil is just... it depends. Because I think I can easily find coal more than oil, but obviously it's going to take more coal. But I guess with a tier 3 miner with 3 energy shards, overclock it to the maximum, should get us quite a significant amount. The only problem is that particle accelerators do drain the power. But I think by the time I eventually complete, I could probably remove one of these accelerators. Because I only really need 1 to finish. I only need 4 more cubes. So maybe if I just dismantle one of them, there we go, I can just make another one using the one here and it doesn't take the power away. So I guess our next job is to find coal that isn't in use. And we can start making diamonds. I think maybe if I go over to where I set up this new new copper thing, I think there was some coal not that far away from where I saw the copper that's being used to get more of the powder. Now we need to start stacking up on these diamonds. We could just set up everything over here. Because we already have power over here because I got pylons. There's also a geothermal vent there that I need to put another reactor on. May as well. Look at all this coal. Now, I didn't think about this through, did I? Because I need a lot of miners. Equipment workshop. Nah, I think we need to build tier 3. Which, do I have enough for tier 3? I do, but I don't know if I'll have enough for a particle accelerator now. If we get the coal mining first, and then when we come back, maybe. But, is it 3, 6, 9? I got 3, 6, 9. 12. I think just these 4 here I'll do. So yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12. I need 12 of these portable miners, which we can do. Another time lapse maybe. Alright, now let us build all the miners. Here, I don't even know if we'll even need the energy shards. I think just 4 of these on their own should be adequate enough. Alright, there we go. We now have got coal coming in. Should be enough, hopefully. No, unfortunately, I need more. I need more tingies. Can I build one of these, though? Nope. Alright, we've got to go back. We've got to go back. We need to grab more stuff. And we got to go ahead and place these things in here. Right, okay. Cool. Right, we're going to go both of these at once. We want to make sure we grab everything we need as we make our way back. Time for another freaking time lapse, don't you think? Right, I believe we now have all of the parts to make both of the things we need pretty much all set to go. So now I guess we gotta go all the way back. Alright, well I guess what I should do now is I should build the geothermal thing right here. There, connect up that wire. There we go. Now I've got another one of more of those. Now we just got a little bit extra power, which we're going to need, as we now have to go all the way over here, build another particle accelerator. There we go. We now have that in place. So now you do is just whack all of that to go in there. We want to grab some power, whack it into here. We want to make some diamonds. Yes. Unfortunately, we can only hold copper 100 at a time, but hopefully we should have enough. And if worse comes to worse, I guess what I could do is I could make another one if we need to. But it looks like it's making it pretty quickly. And the next thing, obviously, that we need to do is we now need to pretty much bring the diamonds all the way back. Or, I don't know, I mean, what else are diamonds used for? Diamonds! Used in time crystal. They're also used in something else that I don't know of yet. But I think what if we do, let's think of it now, what if we split it for now? So what we'll do is we'll whack some diamonds, will just go in just for storage, just so we have them. What we now need to do is, how do you make it? Oh, it's a converter, isn't it? Oh, I didn't think about this through, did I? Hang on. Diamonds. Don't tell me. We've got to go all the way back, haven't we? Diamonds. Used in time crystal. Yeah, I need another converter. I've got to go back again. I literally have everything except the fluxes. But I don't even know if I have the ability to make enough. How many do I have on me right now? 6. flux. Yeah, that's not really ideal. What am I missing? Going to be more copper wire and flux things. Right, well, looks like I've got to go back and make more. But you know what? I think I've done enough time skipping, lapsing, and, you know, repeated going back and forth journeys a lot. So I'm going to go and end this episode here. I think we did quite well, to be fair. We've literally almost got the nuclear pasta objective completed. But at least we're hitting 100 of the biochemical reactor thingies, whatever those things are. At least we now have them. Production, and eventually, once enough time passes, their numbers will come up, and then we can start working on the more advanced stuff, which we've got right here. But this is what we're going to be carrying on next time, so I'm going to go and end this episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And until the next time, where hopefully that one nuclear pasta can make its way over, and maybe after enough time has passed, we can slowly begin. I think what I'll do is I'll split it into another. It's not really split otherwise. I'll just make another one of those, so we can have 2 sets of diamonds. One will just be left as it is, whereas the other for the time capsules, which we will be making in the future, along with more other things in the next episode. So until then. Now, I remember picking these up. Does the woman say anything when I pick these up? No. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those.